There's an album in my mind called America, and it's playing a lot these days. On side A, there's a track that goes like this. Sometimes me and Ozymandias go to old churches, but we don't pray. Instead, we meditate on the possibility of quiet. When I open my eyes, he's usually pointing at the statue of Jesus as if to ask if we haven't made a ruin of him. From my inner eye, I would love to inhale quiet and exhale peace until it manifests 1,000-fold. But the walls of the church remind me that we only think that peace can exist in confinement, so that's not what we got. Instead, the record keeps spinning and spinning. I want it to stop, but instead the beat thickens. I remember that one day I was dreaming, and distantly I could make sense of the sound of drums and the hollow creaking of wooden ships, and the south wind telling me that the land will be here longer than anyone is talking to God. But meanwhile, this is what we would like to imagine. That our history is a sip and paint party. That the paragons are playing bananagrams of stone tablets. Suddenly Sophocles is live, laugh, loving. He's got a margarita in his hand. He and Jesus are out on the playa shimmying to Bad Bunny, #blessed. I watch them every day shimmying around corners on the metro. Sometimes I even feel illuminated, even in the tunnel, even though no soul can feel the light of prayer when it is generated solely by diodes. And the light is heavier than the phone, heavier than the twisting hulk of metal that is coursing through the veins of the dim associations that we call a city. So I'm flicking through reels telling me to Om. And at the same time, some asshole is recounting to me how all the world's problems are crossing the Rio Grande from Venezuela. But he's the contractor of our new destiny. He already put up a new frame. He's painting it with brutalist fractals annotated with the slogans of his idol. Build the wall, drill, baby, drill, my God. And suddenly Jesus isn't jiving anymore. Now he's seen a Medusa. He's shuffling through a ransacked pantheon, wearing a suit, turning to stone, inducing a harangue to a floor full of decapitated muses, and over on the steps the president is telling a joke about himself to Hitler. So me and Ozymandias walk into a bar. Look upon my works, ye mighty, and despair. He says, hold my beer, bro. And now we got the American dream weighing down the sky and forced flights to El Salvador with bullets in the head. An exorcism of virtue, the willful supremacy of idiocy, God unwilling. And we have to do more than pray. 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 But instead, we look down the barrels of our noses at the colors of the world we're supposed to love. And history says there's never enough fire in brown bodies to melt the gold out of them. There's never enough gold in them to keep them from breaking. There's never enough God in them to make them weightless inside of airplanes. I can think of no destiny more melancholy. I can think of no flight less worthy of heaven. We walk through no valley upon which is cast the shadow of the truth. Instead, we are led through a wasteland. And all of us deserve more than the desert. Thank you.